Good evening, students. We will discuss about metal casting process. In the previous two videos, I have already discussed about sand mold casting. So for this casting, we need a model to make the mold or the cavity to which the molten metal will be put. So this model is known as pattern. So we will define what is pattern. It is the replica of the final object to be made. The mold cavity is made with the help of pattern. In other words, to create the cavity in the compacted sand, we need a model, and this model is known as pattern. So what is the function of a pattern? It prepares the mold cavity. It enables certain core prints at both ends of the pattern. It makes provision for runner, gate and riser. Properly made patterns having smooth surface reduce casting defects. A properly constructed pattern minimizes the overall cost of the casting. So what is the pattern material? To prepare a pattern, different materials are used depending on the use of the pattern. Wood, metals and alloys, plastic, plaster of Paris, rubber, wax and resins are used for pattern making. Each material has its own advantages, limitations and field of application. So what are the ideal characteristics of pattern material? Pattern material must be light in weight, strong, hard and durable, resistant to wear abrasion, resistant to corrosion and chemical reaction, dimensionally stable and unaffected by variation of temperature and humidity, available in low cost. Classification of pattern. The use of a pattern for a particular casting depends upon many factors like type of molding process, number of castings required, design of casting. So the classification of pattern depending on the use and the shape, size and dimension is as follow. Accordingly, the patterns are classified into solid or single piece pattern, two piece or split pattern, multi-piece pattern, cope and drag pattern, match plate pattern, follow board pattern, gated pattern, sweep pattern, pattern with loose pieces, skeleton pattern and segmental pattern. So now we will discuss about all these patterns. First one is single piece pattern. These are inexpensive and the simplest form of pattern. As the name indicates, they are made up of single piece. This type of pattern is used only in case where the job is very simple and does not create any problems. This pattern is expected to be entirely in the drag part of the mold box. So this is the example of a one piece or solid pattern. So the pattern is made up of in one piece and the total pattern is kept in one part of the mold box, that is drag part. Next is split or two-piece pattern. This is the most widely used type of pattern for intricate casting. When withdrawal of the casting from the mold is difficult due to its shape, this type of pattern is used. The pattern is split into two parts and they are joined at the parting line by means of dowels. While molding, one part is contained by the drag and the other one is contained by the cope. The split surface of the pattern is the same as the parting plane of the mold. So this is the example of a split or two-piece pattern. So it is divided into two pieces and with the help of dowel pins, the two pieces are joined. Next is multi-piece pattern. In case of split pattern or two-piece pattern, there are two parts, cope and drag part. But in case of multi-piece patterns, there are more than two parts. This pattern is used for casting of complicated parts. This pattern may consist of 3, 4 or more number of parts. Use of this pattern facilitates easy withdrawal of pattern during mold preparation. So this is the drawing of one multi-piece pattern. Here it has three pieces, cope part, drag part, and in between these parts there is a cheek part. Next is cope and drag pattern. This is similar to split pattern or two-piece pattern. The cope and drag halves of the pattern along with the getting and riser. In this case, the getting and riser are also attached separately to the metal or wooden plates. The cope and drag molds may be produced using these patterns separately by the molder. The parts, the molds are made separately in two different halves, but they can be assembled to form a complete mold. This type of pattern is used for casting which are heavy. So they are molded in two different part of the mold box and then they are assembled to form a complete mold. This is used for big casting. So this is the diagram of cope and drag pattern. So you can see that is a parting line. One side is cope side and the other side is the drag side. Next is match plate pattern. So match plate pattern is the extension of cope and drag pattern. Here the cope and drag pattern. In cope and drag pattern, the cope part and the drag part are mounted in two different boards. But in case of match plate pattern, the cope part and the drag part along with the getting and riser are mounted on either side of the match plate made up of metal or wood. On one side of the match plate, the cope part of the pattern is mounted and on the other side of the match plate, the drag part is mounted. After molding, when match plate is removed, a complete mold with getting system is obtained by joining the cope and the drag together. The complete pattern is made up of metal, usually aluminium for its light weight and machinability. So this is the example of match plate pattern. Here the cope part and the drag part are mounted on either side of the match plate. Next is follow board pattern. A follow board is a wooden board used to act as a seat for the pattern. Patterns having an odd shape or very thin wall require a follow board. The follow board is provided with a cavity corresponding to the shape of the pattern in which the pattern is seated for molding. This type of pattern is adopted for those castings where there are some portions which are structurally weak and if not supported properly are likely to break under the force of ramming. So this is the diagram of follow board pattern. You can see the below, the lowest one is mold board. On top of this the follow board, and follow board has a thin space to seat the thin pattern over it. Next is gated pattern. This is used for mass production of small castings. This is an improvement over the simple pattern and are used where gating and the runner system are integral part of the mold. By using this pattern, multi-cavity molds along with gates and runner can be prepared. So this is the diagram of a gated pattern. Next is sweep pattern. This pattern consists of a base, a vertical spindle and a wooden template called sweep. The outer end of the sweep carries the contour corresponding to the shape of the desired casting. The sweep is rotated about the spindle to form the cavity. Then the sweep and the spindle are removed, leaving the base in the sand. The hole made by the removal of spindle is patched off by filling the sand. These are used for generating circular or prismatic shape or cylindrical shape. This greatly reduces the cost of a 3D pattern. This type of pattern is particularly suitable for very large cylindrical castings. So this is the diagram of a type of sweep pattern. So the spindle, the base and the sweep is shown here. Next is loose piece pattern. This type of pattern is used when the shape of the part is such that withdrawal of the pattern from the mold is not possible. Hence, during molding, the obstruction part of the shape is held as a loose piece by a wire. After molding it over fast, the main pattern is removed. Once the molding is over, first the main pattern is removed and then the loose pieces are removed through the gap generated by the main pattern. So this small piece is the loose piece which was in the arrow is showing the location. So if it is a one piece pattern, then it cannot be removed properly. So it is a loose piece pattern. The main part is already removed here. So a big hole is there to remove this loose piece. Next is skeleton pattern. It is built in two parts, one for the cope and other for the drag. Skeleton pattern consists of a wooden frame and strips. It is filled with loam sand and the surplus sand is removed by means of a stickle. The type of skeleton to be made depends on geometry of the workpiece. This type of pattern is useful for casting turbine blade or any other casting of very large size, but easy to shape and when very few numbers are to be made. So this is the drawing of skeleton pattern. So you can see this is the stickle board and this is the frame in which the molding sand was filled. Next is segmental pattern. These patterns are used for preparing molds of large circular castings. In this pattern, a portion of solid pattern required to develop the mold shape is mounted on a central pivot. The part mold in one position is prepared and then the segment is moved to the next position. The operation is repeated till the complete mold is ready. This pattern works like a sweep pattern, but the difference is that a sweep is given a continuous revolving motion to generate the desired shape, where a segmental pattern prepared the mold in parts. So this is the drawing of a segmental part. A small portion is pivoted, which will create part by part the total mold. So this is all about the type of different patterns. So in the next video we will discuss about the pattern allowance.